Okay, so times tables. In this video, I'm going to give you some tips on different ways in which you can help your child with their times tables at home. I really think the key is doing little and often. So 5 minutes every day, try and do it like straight after breakfast or have a set time that you do it. I'd recommend having some kind of reward chart. They get a sticker or a tick every time they've done their 5 minutes on their times tables. If they are in year 1 and year 2, the emphasis is on 2, 5s and 10s and their odds and even numbers. But if they are in year 3, then that's a good time to start introducing 3s, 4s and 8s. And then generally speaking, by the time they are 9, the expectation is that they'll know all their times tables up to 12. Don't panic if that's perhaps not the case for your child. But the earlier you can get this, the more it's going to help them with mental arithmetic, number patterns, number relationships, and it will just help in all other areas of maths. So if you can help them to do a little bit every day, this will make a really big difference in the long run. So ideas, Mondays, why not try doing a times table grid? These are not that creative or exciting, but I have to admit they always work, and they're also a really good way of tracking where your child's at and whether they're improving with their times tables. If they're quite young, you might only be doing one column with them in the time, and if they're older, set a timer. How quickly can they fill in one of these times table grids? I taught at one school, we did it every single day. I thought, oh, they're going to hate this. And the children really got on board with it. They got quite kind of self-competitive with it, and I definitely saw an improvement in their times tables with this method. So a bit old school, a bit boring, but definitely effective. You can download these off Google easily for free. Tuesdays, maybe something a bit more fun and creative, so you could do a times table flower, and then you could cut them out, stick them up around the house and keep building on them, so you've got all of the times tables, and just even while they're colouring them in, they're going to be taking in those numbers and those facts, or you could ask them to say them out loud. Wednesdays, why not try and teach them some kind of trick? So the classic one is the 9 times table. If you don't know what I'm talking about here, get on YouTube and watch it, but I still even use this one now. So for example, if it's 3 times 9, I'd put my third finger down, 2 and 7, 27. So that's something like that. Maybe you might know another one. Teach them what you know. Teach them what works for you. They will respond to that really well and they will love that. On Thursdays, why not give them some online time? A really great website is Top Marks. They've got loads of great times table games on there. Even if they're enjoying it, try and stop them after 5 minutes, so that this is a focused chunk of time and it's a treat and a treat one, perhaps in comparison to some of the other ones. But yeah, really recommend that. There's lots and lots of games on there. On Friday, have a go at some singing times tables. We know from adverts that when you add a tune or a song to something, it can really stick in your head. And a app I used to use in teaching, it's called Maths Rock with an X at the end. I think you have to pay for it, but that one was really good. And for free on YouTube is Mr. DeMario. And he does like Uptown Funk and other pop songs to times tables, and they're fun, and that might help your child as well. And then on Saturday and Sunday, you could just kind of fire a few questions at them and see where they're at with their times tables. But don't get annoying with it. It's not too much to ask your child to do 5 minutes of times tables every day if they are a primary school age child, and keep them going with positive praise, positive reinforcements, rewards. I know that can maybe feel a bit like, oh, more sticker charts and more marbles in jars or whatever, but it really does work for most children that I've taught, and you're in the perfect position to personalize and adapt these things to suit your child and what works for them. So give it a go, try the 5 different things and let me know how you get on.